Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. This is the Big Buddha in Phuket, atop one of the highest points on the island. And we're just going to take a look at the surrounding scenery and see how flat everything is. Guarding the flowers, are you? Yes.
It says that Carter Beach is actually there in Columbus. It says on the map. Have a look. Have a look. Look over there. Oh, it's got a label on it.
We could come over this way.
Down to straight down to Carol, and then I think that's much better idea.
Have a little swim at that.
Five precepts in Buddhism. Five precepts is a major part of the Buddhist practices to become more self-disciplined. Observing a precept is a way to gain mastery of the mind. To abstain from taking life of living beings. To abstain from taking what is not given or stealing. To abstain from sexual misconduct. To abstain from telling lies and any harsh speech. To abstain from intoxicants or harmful substances. Simple rules of life for a better mind and a better society. This is one of the many shrines or Buddha images on the hilltop, and the one I felt drawn to pay my respects while I was there. It has a mantra or kata in Sanskrit, which can be repeated 3 times as a prayer. So after removing my shoes and taking a candle and 3 incense sticks, I light the candle and incense, put the candle on the altar and hold the incense between my hands in a Y gesture. You don't have to be Buddhist to do this. It's just that this is a Buddhist place, and so it's appropriate to pay respects in the Buddhist way. Personally, I could go to a mosque and pay respects in the same way as the Muslims do, and in a church the same way as a Christian would. So I kneel and repeat the mantra, Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. And that's it. You don't have to necessarily know what the words mean, but it is about the intent and vibration that is created by the sound of those words. So while there are many religious-like rituals that surround Buddhism, the practice of Buddhism at its core is the science of the mind, with the main aim of training or taming the monkey mind. The science here is the understanding that our minds, just like the monkeys, are continually distracted by whatever's coming into our five senses, whatever we can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. These are all endless distractions that grab the attention of the monkey mind, which is constantly chattering to us, commanding us to do this, do that, run here, run there, mostly just reacting to what's going on around us. For the most part, the monkeys seem to be having a great time in this naturally abundant and spacious environment, with the addition of tasty morsels of food left by the human visitors. So it's quite a life of leisure, easy pickings, maybe an enviable hedonistic lifestyle. But we do know that this kind of existence is not always necessarily a sustainable one. It can be very destructive, and it's not really in any way progressive. Yet this global heliocentric culture that many of us are born into would have us believe we are smart apes that somehow managed to evolve. So we end up believing that it's okay to act like the ape within us. The monkeys spend their day in survival mode, with their attention being pulled this way and that, mostly just reacting to what the rest of the group is doing. And us humans often end up living in the same way, in survival mode, from the moment the alarm clock goes off and jars us awake, until we crash out, possibly intoxicated, at the end of the day. All the while our attention being pulled this way and that, not giving us time to pause and think about what we're actually doing here, what our role in the big scheme of things is. So it's a scientific fact of life that the mind is one entity that can control the body. This is not necessarily residing in the brain. And while the mind will mostly get us by and allow us to survive, if we want to really progress, develop, or evolve, we must tame the monkey mind and stop allowing it to tell our ego what to do. So the scientific method in this science of the human psyche is to observe and recognize when the monkey mind is in control of the brain's decision-making process. And when that element has been singled out, it can be more easily recognized in future and controlled or suppressed. Maybe the ultimate goal is to wipe it out completely and prevent it continually feeding the ego. We are vigilant at catching the monkey mind in the act of naughtiness and stamping it out on the spot, so we can continue undistracted on a path that leads to possibly a clearer and better understanding of what the game is all about, and we can go up a level. Thank you very much.